guys, it's almost springtime. I'm so excited. I can just imagine all the flowers blooming, and oh my god, I'm just super excited. I hope you guys really like my tutorial. This is one of my favorite flowers. I hope it inspires you to create your own just sort of flower inspired eyeshadow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just enjoy. So I was gonna try to narrate this for you guys because the birds are in the back and they're, oh my god, is that a plane? But I already did half of my face, and on this side I did my primer. So far it's okay. Maybe it's just this is my first face primer, so I do need to learn how to use it and all, but it's okay. Maybe I just need to use it a little bit more to see the difference. But I put this as my face primer, and for my foundation I put the TrueMatch LOreal, and I just went ahead and blended it with the Beauty Blender. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead with our concealer, whichever one you use. I use Maybelline New York Sand Sable. We're gonna go ahead and put that on our eyelid all the way up to our brow bone. Okay, now to get that peak of white in the inner corner of our eyes, we're gonna use the LA Colors white eyeliner, and it just takes a while to warm up, so we're just gonna put that in the inner corner of our eye. Then we're just gonna go in with the white in the corner of my 100 eyeshadow elf palette. And I'm just going to do it with my finger because this eyeshadow is not really that pigmented, so I feel like I could just put it on better with my finger. We're just going to pat it in the inner corner over the eyeliner that we put. Now a couple other eyeshadows that you can use is the Fashionista Physicians Formula, and I'll use the yellow in the middle, but it kind of gives off a little bit of neon green, just very little, and it kind of reminds me of the stem of the flower, so I don't mind. But if you do not want that, you can use the other colors of the other yellows of the elf eyeshadow palette, and that's what I'm going to go over with this. So first we're going to put it in the center of our eyelid and just pat it. Hey guys, so some of the stuff that I have filmed cut off, so that's why you see me bumming out, but it cut off, so I'm gonna try to explain the parts that are missing, and then we'll continue after that. Okay, so now that I see where exactly it cut off, I was putting on the yellow onto my eye, and I was using this middle color, and I was just pretty much taking that and putting the first layer in the middle of my eyelid. You can use any yellow from any other palette, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get that. I'm just doing a little touch-ups right now because I want to show you. So right over that yellow, you just want to kind of build it onto there. Now for the purples, you want to grab a light color purple that's going to peek out a little bit right above the dark purple that you're going to be using. So you could use a crease brush, or I use a highlight brush because these Ecotools brushes are labeled for us non-experts, but I think some of them are better used as for other things. So I have the lightest purple, or I use, my light purple is one shade lighter than the dark purple that I'm going to be using. So this palette, you can use this one or this one. And I could just mix those two both up. And what you want to do is just sort of start in the outer corner and only work on your crease. And don't blend it too much, because later on we're going to go back and we're going to blend it. What I also do is I grab a highlighting color, whatever your favorite highlight color is, and I put it on right under my eyebrow and my brow bone, right over that peaking purple, and you sort of just blend just a little bit, because like I said, we're going to be blending later on, and we're going to blend those two together just a little bit. You grab dark purple like this, or like my other palette, you grab something like this one, or this one, or that one, or that one. So I'm gonna use this one right next to the light purple that I had used and blend it with the other light purple that I had used. And with this one, you're going to sort of blend in this way. Just use any little smudging brush like this and just kind of build it right here in a small little corner. And once you have enough built on there, you're going to grab that brush with the color, the dark purple, and you're just going to blend it, making sure that the light purple that you have is still peeking out. And if you feel like you're losing it, you could just add a little bit more, because you're going to end up blending it later on. Now you grab a clean brush with no eyeshadow and you start blending the yellows and all the purples, and then your highlight and the peaking purples. So later on after that, I put a yellow in the inner corner of my eye and purple on the under my lash line on the outer corner. So you're grabbing your dark purple, because we're going to grab that dark purple and kind of just drag it down. And then we're going to grab the yellow, tap your brush, and just kind of go under it with that. Another thing that I did is I grabbed my LA Colors white eyeliner and I put it on my waterline so my eyes can pop a little bit more and look a little bit more bright. And I used the black eyeliner to put it on my lash line. And for my eyeliner, I used the NYC liquid liner, one of the best eyeliners, I think so, from the drugstore. And all I did was just line my eye just very, 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 very skinny so that the colors can actually stand out, not a very thick line. And then I just did a small wing. I'm actually going to demonstrate that because I learned from one of my coworkers, or one of the girls I used to work with, how to make your eyeliner really nice. We're just going to make a thin line, not too thick, like I said, and then we're going to do a small wing. So this is how I learned. We're going to start in the inner corner of our eye and just make that line straight out. And just when you're about to make that wing, you trace it first. Like I said, very small wing. Okay? And then once you trace where you want your wing to be, that's when you fill it in. Just so it can be easier for you to get a matched wing on each side, so you won't be layering it and layering it and layering it until you have a lot of eyeliner on both sides. Yep, so that's it. Now we can get back to the regular video. Thank you guys so much for understanding. Yep, so let's continue. Now to our mascara, which I bought a new one. This is my old Racket mascara, and I end up actually finding myself going back to my old wand because they changed the wand. Maybe I need to get used to this, but I don't really like this wand. Just for my lower lashes, I find myself going back to my old one, but this is pretty much the same thing, just a different brush. They're both waterproof. They're both Maybelline Rocket mascaras, and they just changed the packaging and the brush, pretty much. So we're gonna curl our lashes. Whoa. Okay, then we're gonna put our coat of mascara. And what I do for my lower lashes is I just kind of apply the product with this one from the new one on my lower lashes. Just lift up from the roots. And just to kind of finish it off, I go back with my old wand. And now using the so black in my face. We're gonna use our Ecotools blush contouring brush, and we're going to grab a little bit of our Neutrogena skin bronzer, and we're just gonna contour a little bit. Again, this is for spring, so I don't feel like you should go too heavy on the bronzer. That's more for summer. Just blend, blend, blend. Put a little bit on our temples and our cheekbones. Good to tell you guys that I used my Rimmel Long Lasting Stay Matte powder, and I just went over my foundation with that. If you feel like your dark circles are a little bit too dark and not covered, I just go back over it with your concealer, with your finger, or with your beauty blender. Just kind of tap, tap, tap. Our makeup, and we're gonna go ahead and do our spring hair. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and part our hair first, and I chose this side, but you can go with either or. And then we're gonna start straightening our hair. Now, one thing that I do recommend, since it's going to be really, really, really extremely humid, most likely during spring, is the Frizzy spray, and it's 3 days straight for curly hair or wavy hair, I think. And what I do is just right out the shower, not with dry hair. Do not spray this in your dry hair, but you know, when it's damp or you get out of the shower, spray this in your hair and just kind of comb it through to evenly just spread it out. So when you're completely done straightening your hair, we're going to take 2 bobby pins and we're just going to start twisting our hair. I like to just comb my hair first with my fingers. Just kind of grab a little section of what you think would look nice. And then I'm just going to start twisting it right in the beginning and twist it out of your face. You could do a tight twist or you can do a more looser one. I like to let a little bit of hair hang, but once you have it back here, you kind of just want to bobby pin it down. Now you could choose to do more of a looser twist like this. And of course use bobby pins that you can't see, but I'm all lost today. And that's just my small hair tutorial. if you want to just kind of control the baby hairs that you have, you can grab Vaseline with the toothbrush, what I learned from the Wendy show, and just kind of control those baby hairs. And if you feel like it's just going to be too humid for you, you can throw your hair up into just a nice ponytail and just tease the top of your hair. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was a blast doing this video. I did get a beauty Twitter, so I'll put that down below, and I am planning to get a beauty Instagram soon, so I'll get to that. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Like I said, I had a blast doing it. I think that's it. I'll put all the information you need to know below, and thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.